Driven to the edge. Defeat Giant Wildclaw.
Assuming we can trust the ominous stranger, having 3 heroes cooperating on the battlefield would give a huge advantage.
Don't ask me why we didn't start off like that. Holy crap. There's gonna be so much explanation in this one video. So, we handled the Luigi's last time, trying to swap over to Rat Mario and Princess Peach, and our new character, Edge. Edge, Blade Master. Edge's speed allows her to target multiple enemies and damage each with a single action. Her weapon is the Flying Blade. When thrown at an enemy, it ignores partial cover while hitting multiple targets along the way before coming back. I'd say this is a lot more like a boomerang compared to what Donkey Kong had in the last game. As you can see there, she throws out a sword, it comes back to her. It's kind of weird because, like, swords are usually melee, but here it's ranged. Her attack is Stormblade. All targets within range are dealt 104% plus damage, plus any super effects if any of them are within line of sight. This is essentially a hero sight. If anything, it's more comparable to what Finn had in the Donkey Kong DLC. Enemies that get within Edge's line of sight are attacked. Edge is kind of strange because she's the only character I would say was really built from the ground up in this game, and I'll explain that more later. She at least has like abilities I would call her own, despite the fact I literally just made some comparisons to there. We do have the skin, so I'll equip that. So, she has movement. She also has extra dashes, which are pretty expensive. Increase the number of dashes Edge can perform during a turn. Dash increments movement. Every time she dashes, she'll gain area movement by 3 meters. Again, I can't really quantify that. Critical dash. Each dash does extra 20 damage. Her weapon, the Storm Blade, increase crit chance, increase range. Blade Halo increase. It's bigger and it does more damage. And Chain Boost. Each time it hits, it does 5% more damage. Her technique is the Storm Blade. This does more damage to any enemies caught in the range. Storm Blade range gets bigger. Additional targets, so she can hit multiple things at the same time with this. And receives 50% less damage from any source. So, Edge is kind of a weird character because the game tells you want to use her for splash damage. And she is decent at doing that. But the problem is she's outclassed by another character that we have right now, and I'll explain later. I actually recommend using Edge more as an assassin character. Have her load a lot of damage onto one character, rather than onto one enemy, rather than have her like spread it out. Rather than have her spread it out. It's a lot easier if you just do that instead. It's a lot harder to explain Edge because she's a new character to go off of. On top of that, she has abilities to call her own that I wouldn't really say belong to anybody else. I should probably be actually increasing some of this stuff. Crit. Do I want to increase crit? Yeah, we're gonna just do some basic stuff. We don't really need HP right now. We can... Also, really don't want to upgrade Stormblade. Okay, I guess I did. Princess Peach, Protector. Princess Peach is skilled at providing protection to the other heroes, even when they're otherwise vulnerable. Princess Peach has received a massive overhaul in this game. So she was the tick in the previous game, and she still is in this one. The thing is, though, they lean more into like her shielding rather than her, absorbing damage from everybody else and healing them. She actually lost her healing abilities. That was actually given, like, the heal jump was actually given to Rat Peach. I didn't explain the skill trees in the episode I was using Mario Rat Peach. Mostly because, again, I thought it would be too much information. Her weapon is the Boom Umbrella. Creates a wide spread of heavy damage. The further the targets, the less damage it deals. It's the boomstick from the last game, except they censored it, I guess. It's now her umbrella. I thought the shotgun was funnier, but what are we gonna do? Team Barrier. Creates a barrier that protects allies within range of all super effects. Grants 2 charges. So, like I said before, the heroes in this game have been really chopped up. This is more similar to Rabbid Yoshi's Eggshell. Rabbid Yoshi and Yoshi are not in this game, by the way. This is more similar to Eggshell. It removes any damage taken, and there's layers. There's layers you can increase to it. So she'll take absolutely no damage from this, but she can also share this with everybody else. Skins, we're gonna leave the basics on. Movement, she can increase movement range, her glide time, give her an extra dash. Barrier jump assist. This will give a shield to any hero that she jumps off of. We have increased weapon damage, damage drop off, wider shot. The shotgun gets bigger, and one charge if enemy is defeated. The first shot, if the first shot defeats an opponent, a team barrier is added to Peach. I don't think if you destroy more enemies, you'll get more shields. I haven't really tried that out. Team barrier range, give her more range to share barriers with. Turn down the cooldown, more charges, aka more layers. And produces a small explosion whenever whenever a barrier is destroyed. Really only good for enemies that get up close. Overall, Peach, I would say, is better in this game. I wouldn't really say she was downgraded anyway. Definitely, like I said, everyone got overhauled, so of course, going off from that to this one. Again, she's mostly the same. There are a couple of differences, but none I would really say was overall negative. Rabbid Mario, the strongest character in the last game, and still the strongest character in this game. Rabbid Mario, Brawler. Rabbid Mario deals massive damage to up-close range, usually with his gauntlets, the Dukes. Rabbid Mario is still absolutely busted. The Dukes, at least 3 waves at the same target, hitting any other target inside each wave's area. So it's similar to his boomstick, except the range is shorter with the trade-off that it's a lot wider. Counter Blow. This is a much better ability than Bodyguard. Counter Blow. Foes using weapon attacks are immediately counterattacked. Deals 1 damage and adds a charge. This is similar to honestly, what is this similar to? I guess Shark Rage or like a Smasher's charge after that. Not really, it's kind of like that at a range, so I wouldn't really say it's similar to anything, but the gist of it is, if an enemy attacks Rabbid Mario, he'll clap back with a small shockwave that'll damage them. Again, it's way better than the Bodyguard he had in the last game. Gonna leave that the same. We'll go to a skill tree, which increases movement, we give him an extra dash. He keeps his boom dash, which is now called an area dash. You know, enemies that are close by, and whenever you dash somebody now take damage. And we can increase the range of it. Similar to last time. There is no friendly fire in this game, mind you, so this actually doesn't... We won't have to worry about him hurting anybody else. We can increase the crit chance of his Dukes. We can increase the flat overall weapon damage of the Dukes. Again, really good. Punch Frenzy, he can attack 5 times instead of 3 with a single when using his weapon. And the thing that makes him absolutely broken, no limits. Attacking does not end movement phase. I don't know why they gave this to him specifically. Probably because they thought, like, okay, he has short range. You don't want to, like, get up close to somebody, then attack, and then all of a sudden be, like, asses out to dry or anything like that. But still, this absolutely is busted. Over here we have things for his counter blow. Increase the range of counter blow, allowing you to attack enemies from further. Counter blow cooldown, it decreases cooldown. Additional charges, he can counterattack multiple times when an enemy hits him. And payback. Any damage he takes, he'll return an extra 50% of that back to the enemy. So it'll deal base damage plus 50% of the damage he took. I'm basically going to be focusing on getting this branch up because, again, his weapon is absolutely cracked. I don't know why they decided to do that for Rabbid Mario, but it's still good. We got a new Spark, 4 to 5. This is the one that Edge came in with. Allies within range take 25% less damage, including damage from super effects for 1 turn. I'm pretty sure that is just straight what Princess Peach had in the last game, but what you gonna do? Let's throw Reflector onto Rabbid Mario, because he's gonna be getting up close. Upgrade this real quick. Also has Athlete, which increases all movement damage by 20%. Another 10 minutes spent explaining the characters. Technically that was faster because I explained 3 characters this time. We have a new enemy. The Giant Wild Claw viciously goes after the nearest challenger to unleash an area attack that inflicts a massive amount of damage. If attack will charge at its attacker in a range during which it can launch an extra attack. This is the smasher of this game. It has a melee weapon which will only work in a short range. If it's hit, it will start charging at their opponent, and if it gets close enough, it can launch a counterattack. And it has very low movement. It's resistant to everything, but we will run into a normal version of this enemy later. This is the boss of this world, surprisingly enough. There are no mid-bosses, there's only one boss per world. And there's also something later that I can explain, but we'll get to that when we get to that. I do think that is an overall downgrade. I do think it does suck that there's not two bosses a world, but what are you gonna do?
On me.
Holy crap, I'm actually done explaining everything. Let's, really? Okay, well, Ed is gonna be out in the open. Attack all of them, and it comes back. Probably gonna have to use Fortify. Rabbid Mario, what are we gonna do with you? Princess Peach. Honestly, I probably should have turbocharged. Or better yet, I can actually just walk over here and give her a shield. Team Barrier. Flip the Wild Claw a little bit. Rabbid Mario, your range is like just not good enough to do anything right now. Counter blow. Set this up. And technically I could. Actually, I couldn't. So we're gonna let the enemies move. Show this off. Finish him off. I think I just realized the reason I didn't notice when the enemies were attacking or not. There's no icons on the screen.
Those appear to be darkness portals. Destroy them quickly. More enemies are bound to pop out soon.
What a glorious time to introduce this mechanic. So, in the previous game, rabbits would spawn by having their ears pop out of the ground and show up right there. Here, enemies spawn out of portals. You can attack the portal directly, which will stop any enemies from coming out when you destroy it. Or any percent of damage you do to the portal, the enemies will have that percent taken away from their HP when they come out. So if I knock this thing down to like 10% HP, the stooge coming out of it would have 10% HP left. I do think this is a bit of a cruel time to introduce this mechanic, especially because how much HP this Wild Claw has. Let's set up Reflect. Because Rabbid Mario is about to do something crazy. This is gonna hurt. Takes damage back. Yeah, I should turbocharge. I'm not thinking. Activate Stormblade. I'm really just trying to show off these animations. Peach attack the Wild Claw. Edge might actually get hit here. Yeah. That is a lot of damage at once. I'm playing like way too risky right now. I kind of don't even want to... Yeah, I really don't want to do that. I'm better off just walking in the middle and activating this. Then try to get Edge the heck out of it. Rabbid Mario should hopefully survive. Thank goodness. Dude's about to pop out and... Alright, more portals showing up. Can't really get away. Oh, come on, like the little teeny tiniest bit. Is this actually out of his range? Nope, it's not. Yeah, Okay, first boss already messing up. On top of that, we got these portals we gotta deal with. I'm gonna use a mushroom, because hopefully that can... Hopefully that should, stave off the damage. Got to retreat with Peach. Stu just gonna run away. Hopefully these the enemies are gonna spawn in aren't too bad. This is easily the worst team for this fight, by the way. Obviously, if it's a smasher, you're not supposed to use a melee character and characters with really short ranges.
That it?
So I need Edge to... I can go up these stairs. Why can I do that? You know what? Doesn't matter. You need to give Edge a shield because this is easily like one of the best ways to deal with wild claws in this game. That's both of them. I didn't mean for that to happen. Let's see. There's a stewage over here, thankfully. Put some distance between us. Range 2 is too short. Big target, so it's got a lot of hitbox on that thing. Don't think I really want to heal right now. Runs away as long as he doesn't attack. Okay, well, Peach may be dead here, depending on if that wild claw turns around or not. Honestly, it might. Again, this is like easily the worst team for this. Yeah, she's dead. Probably should have planned that a little better if I knew this was coming. Whatever, we can activate Stormblade. There's no turn limit or anything like that in this game, so I'm not too worried about my turn count.
Too easy.
Now clear. Purified Darkness Energy Crystal attained. Yeah, that's not a lot to say at once. Level 5. Yeah, admittedly I kind of messed that up. Obviously, I recommend you bring like Mario and Luigi for that fight. You never want to use like short-range characters for like, close-range enemies.
Excuse me, intimidating stranger. It's vitally important that the spark come with us to the lighthouse. Until we destroy the lighthouse tentacle, we can't create warp tunnels to other planets, and eventually to Cursor.
They can unlock the lighthouse. Watch, I'll meet you there.
Oh, bingo, bango, bongo, baby.
You got a spark. Let's get it to the lighthouse and...
Yeah.
Yeah, you again, the Spark Hunter.
Not a spark hunter.
Not a Spark Hunter. Name's Edge.
Great! Rabbit Edge, welcome to...
Edge.
Just Edge.
Spaceship, huh?
Yeah, spaceship, huh? You can ride. I guess you can ride sidecar with me for a time. It's not like you can't use the help.
Speaking of help, I believe it's time we start keeping 3 heroes on our front line. Who'll take the first shift?
I don't know why we have to get to the first boss in order to unlock that ability, but good. Third team slot unlocked. We can now use 3 heroes. In deep water, we got the first Purified Darkness Crystal. Here are star bits. I don't know if I can explain this yet. It's minus. I don't know why the heck I'm pressing plus. But because the time machine is gone, we instead have to go to our little mission map, and we use this in order to replay some levels. See? Replay battle, replay battle. That's how you replay fights in this game. It's a bit different. I'm not against it. I think it's a lot quicker.
In Wall wartime, Augie was left behind to watch the livestock. It's how a flock of chickens came to briefly rule his city.
I mean, chickens are dangerous. Hello, small rabbit who is not spawny.
If only,
If only I can solve it, that would show them. Professor Backpack.
Sir, are you okay? Do you need us to call someone?
Beepo, this is the most celebrated archaeologist of our time.
He didn't even say Professor Backpack. Once celebrated. Once we celebrated history. Ruins were uncovered, treasures hunted, discoveries made in the past, not just the future. These days, if someone wasn't digitized, as if it was as if something wasn't digitized, it was as if it never happened. I am messing up a lot. Again, I thought I'd have to read less. I'm here. I'm here to solve an ancient riddle, the answer to which has eluded explorers for centuries, but I can't solve it alone.
The past.
What ties us together? Will you help me revive it before it's completely forgotten? I'm convinced somewhere in this room is the riddle to the Temple of Beacon Beach.
The riddle.
A manuscript I translated called The Chamber of the Two Suns. You'll understand when you hear the riddle.
The king.
The king pins the star on his way forward on his favorite son. The outcast runs away toward the new dawn. Things in the temple are hauntingly beautiful, as I also suspect they're connected to the riddle somehow.
Go for it.
If this tragic story is to mean anything, if people are to learn from it, it must be solved. I really need to slow down when I'm reading.
His whole life, Augie was eclipsed by his older brother. Which, if we're honest, couldn't have been all that difficult.
I mean, yeah, when it's clearly obvious one kid was favored. Yeah, I mean, Augie ain't perfect, but I mean, hot damn. Okay, so, this is Perfectus. Over there's Augie. He favors his new son. Didn't mean to rotate that. And New Dawn. Bam.
That'll work.
Got a Spark Potion. Or Star Potion, my bad. And the Planet Coin.
Yeah.
What?
You solved the riddle of the temple? Tell me everything. I want to spread the news so history can come alive again.
It was mostly about rotating the statues. The outcast, most appropriately, was Augie.
Oh.
Poor Augie. The past does not shout at us from a distance, but whisper in our ears.
Ah, yeah, well, good luck with everything in the future. Or should I say, the past.
Really does suck.
The last straw for Augie's parents was when Augie drove the family sun chariot into the neighbor's swimming pool during Perfectus's wedding feast.
Yeah, so they casted him out. I do wonder how long ago that was, because, again, like, the frame of time is completely shattered. Am I even going the right way? I am, but now I'm curious what the heck's the other way. Meetings. Oh, this thing. It's really ginormous goon, but I'm gonna have to talk about that way later.
The villagers here on Beacon Beach really need to do a few background checks before hiring wardens. Wait, doesn't that trophy look familiar?
Oh, I think it's the one his brother had. Yeah, he stole it in order to, like, show these guys he actually meant anything. Anyway, back to the story.